What are you doing?
Hey Kyle! What's up, baby?
What's up? What are we doing?
Just filming.
Is this a podcast? You guys did a podcast for me?
Okay, so you need to get used to it. Not exactly a fashionista. I'm going for the Indian dad look. But without kids. Come over here and sit on my lap. Yeah. What is that?
That was my left hand.
Like me?
Everyone just expected that's how I threw it.
I had a friend who... Oh! How dare you? How dare you? This is the least safe fucking environment.
I'll like this one.
I hope it sprays all over you, bastard.
Is Austin shitting? Austin, are you pooping?
He has been all day.
Are you pooping?
I don't know. Both of them are good. I say you just.
What the?
Is he? This is his face? They talk so close to each other while he does it too.
I know. They sleep in the same bed.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah. Do you guys all
Yeah.
sleep in the same bed together?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have a wife.
Yeah, I got.
Nick, what you have is a beard.
All right, let's roll.
All right, baby.
So I'm gonna play like an intro song after you say like, all right, here we go, and then I'll play it, and then you just intro it however you feel
Got it.
works with the song.
Okay. All right.
What song do you think it is?
He's gonna play it right now.
Like Blues Chat.
Something
Blues
gay.
Traveler.
Yeah, it's Run Around by Blues Traveler.
He's gonna play a song that's not copyrighted, so it doesn't get taken down.
You won't get it taken down.
Yeah, we will. We're gonna blow up. All right, let's get ready to go.
All right, let's.
Is this fucking NPR?
Yeah, this is the
Like,
kind of music.
This is an
this is the
NPR
kind of music
intro.
I would play if I wanted you to go down on me during at an Italian restaurant, Chris.
You know what?
Get under the table, Chris. Give me head to the jazz music.
Can you imagine just
give me jazz.
bringing a girl home to this music? Like having him go and be like, hold on, let me turn something. I immediately would become 20 years older. Like immediately.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, I didn't know you were 60.
Yeah. I thought you were 31.
And I'd just be like, now I'm 60 because of this elevator music.
Yeah. Have you ever put jazz music on? For
No, but I'm kind of. Have you ever been so tempted when you're with someone and you want to see how far you could push it to be funny but
Yeah.
weird?
It's like whenever you like turn up the difficulty in like a video game.
It's self-sabotage
Where, like,
in the
it's
dating world.
It's too easy to. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, make it a little.
Yeah, it's just self-sabotage because, like, if you're out to eat and you're hanging out with a girl and you just say to her, I'm vegan, but you can order whatever you want. And I'm not drinking tonight, but you can drink whatever you want. And I have irritable bowel syndrome.
This is the Baubak podcast. I'm Baubak, and this is Kyle.
I'm Kyle Scanlon, and this is the Baubak podcast. And I'm happy to be here with my friend Baubak.
Are we still listening to that music that you're having sex to?
It's more music that you would masturbate to.
This is turn that up a little bit. I want to
Yeah,
hear that.
let me hear
This
that.
is more jerking off music for sure.
Dude,
This is
like this is puberty jerking off.
You're like-
Because this is exactly
you're like switching hands.
this is exactly what it was like when you were like 14
Yeah,
around the
yeah.
house hiding.
Yeah.
Like you're jerking off in coats and you're like
Yeah, it used to be you were like, stick your hand in a pocket of a coat, you're like, oh man, a $20 bill. Then it was like you stick your hand in your pocket, and you're like, oh.
or if the coat had a hole in it and you're just
there's
like
some disgusting soup in here.
because you would just leave it. Like when you were younger, you would just leave it.
You didn't know.
You know who knew? Our parents.
Yeah.
Where they say, oh, the carpet's getting yellow.
I feel like that is really nice of my parents to not like embarrass me constantly for just leaving cum all over the house.
My dad embarrassed me one time.
What
So
did he
I
say?
had a
What
lot
do
of
you say? Whip it out. Let's see whose is bigger.
No, never. But I had a lot of in high school. I had a lot of girls that were just my friends. I was basically friend zoned, like,
Yeah.
and they were a lot of them were a year older, but no big deal. And they would come over, and my dad would always ask them, I said, what do you think he does in the computer room? And
That's so mean.
In front of them. And he's like, yeah. He's like, it's just all I see on the internet is SEX. Dude,
I do like imagining your dad doing that little dance.
Oh.
Like, S-E-X.
Do you know the song that was, this is the 90s. But you remember that song, like, Little Bit of Erica?
Yeah. Mama
Little
number
Bit of
5.
Monica. Yeah, Mama number 5. He would get drunk, and my friends would come over. This is like 18, 19, like college.
Yeah.
And he would just play it because I had so many girls that were my friends. He's like, a little bit of Erica, a little bit of Monica, and pointing and just doing the butt dance. Everybody liked my dad more than me growing up. I was so embarrassed of him.
I've never even met your dad, and I think I like him more than I like you.
Yeah, I like a lot of people more than I like myself.
No, I mean, that's fair. You're kind of a shitty guy.
Dude, am I? Kyle, have you ever been to clubs?
Like a nightclub?
Mm-hmm.
Not really my scene, but I think I've been to like a couple before. Like when I first moved here. Maybe. I feel like I've been dragged to some a couple times.
Like
Not really.
shows, or not really shows?
No. Like a club. Like you mean like dancing and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
You've seen it?
I've seen it. I've been there, but it's definitely not for me.
Were bars where you grew up where they like just straight up podunk dive bars?
It's just dive bars, yeah. And then like there's like a winery. That's new though.
Is there a brewery? There's always a brewery in the small towns too.
Honestly, no. Like there should be though.
Right?
Yeah.
Business idea.
Business.
I'm an idiot savant.
Business.
Dude, did you see? Okay, some local Chicago stuff. I just want to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Did you see the Millennium Park shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so a bunch of kids, teenage kids from West Side, South Side. Somebody was shot, which was awful. Somebody was killed. And now the mayor said there's a curfew. But then I was listening to NPR News because that's what I listen to based on the intro music. But I was
This is you listening to music.
this is me at home just chopping celery, just listening to this. You know what? Now I need a soundtrack.
Yeah.
You need a soundtrack because you got to play it at your house and bring people over and just see what they say.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try different stuff and then report back.
Yeah, do it. So there's been a curfew since 1992 for teenagers, 11 p.m. and it's never been enforced. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I know that's what they're saying on the news, and now they're saying there's a curfew at 10 p.m. for teenagers.
In Millennium Park, it's 6 p.m.
Oh, it's 6 p.m.
Yeah.
It's still light out.
It's light out for like 3 more hours, and they're like, "Go home." They're like, "I'm not even hungry for dinner yet," and it's like,
Oh, it's
so what?
So bad. It's so
6
different
p.m.
from, so different from my childhood. We would just get dropped off, and my mom would just say, "Just come home before 10 or 11." I was like 13.
Yeah.
You didn't have any? Do you have like a curfew or anything?
When I was like in high school, I had to come home by certain times. Like it was like, I think it was like 11. It was because it went like 11, 11:30, then midnight, and then like.
What, your parents just kept raising you a half hour every year?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, for your 15th birthday, you can come home at 11:30 now.
It was really annoying because all my
That's
friends.
so
could,
shitty.
All my friends could do whatever the fuck they wanted, and my parents were like, "Be home by 11:30."
So you're 17, basically crying, like, hey,
Yeah.
I can drive now. What time are you home? Your dad's like 12.
Yeah. And then
Probably
and
because
then
they want to sleep, right?
When I turned 18, I remember I just stopped coming home on time. That's not how that works at all. But I was just like, I don't have a curfew anymore. They're like, yeah, you definitely do, or you're grounded. And I was like, oh shit, all right.
Would you get actually grounded though?
Yeah, I would get grounded.
Oh,
But I would get caught like smoking cigarettes and drinking and stuff in high school. So I felt like they thought they had to get me.
I'd be I was spoiled, I guess. I'd be grounded for an hour.
Really, the guy that danced with his dad to Mambo number 5 is spoiled?
Well, I still had jobs and stuff. I worked at Best Buy, then I got fired for stealing batteries.
You stole batteries.
I had a beeper, okay?
Yeah.
And girls were beeping me, and my battery was out. So instead of going to the employee checkout line on my lunch break, I put the batteries in the beeper to make sure they're good. I was going to do it when I left work. And then the one guy, it was his last day, you get $100 if you refer someone to say that person stole.
Wait,
So-
what? Hold on. You get paid to snitch on your coworker?
Yeah, the guy was a narc, and he was off to the Marines. And I was like, you know what? Hope it doesn't work out in the Marines.
I hope something bad happens to you.
Well, I don't want him to,
No. In a couple years, you're going to be mad that you signed up for the Marines in about 2 years.
Yeah, I wanted him to get, like, now I don't want to be, like, shot at, but not shot, because that's too far. But it sucked. And then they said, we can't prove that you stole, but we know what you were thinking, and we're going to have to let you go. And I was only there for 4 weeks. I worked in the cell DSS.
That's crazy. How old were you?
I was 17. It was actually really sad. The guy who told me it was like 21, I think.
Damn. Is that the only time you've ever gotten caught stealing?
Yeah, I wasn't a big stealer.
Look at you now. Now you steal stuff all the time.
I'm going to steal your Instagram password.
That's fine. Maybe you could help it. What's the worst reason you ever got fired besides stealing batteries?
Man, I worked in restaurants and bar. Like, I was just bad at everything.
Yeah.
I was horrible server. What?
Stick your penis in the spaghetti.
No, I didn't even venture. Like, if you had someone, the whole, like, spit in their burger and stuff. I never did any of that.
I never did that either. I think that's, like, not cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty. That's like bad human being shit.
The biggest theft I ever did was we all worked at this place called Bernard's Cafe when we were in our teens. We would make maybe $75 in a week of 30 hours. It was $5 an hour. It was like $5.50.
Yeah.
And it was a really good Italian deli. So the most theft we did was we just made each other so much food.
Yeah, you just take sandwiches.
Yeah, we would sandwiches, eating in the back, like just constant.
Yeah.
And the cooks would fight with us.
Fight with you?
Yeah, the cooks would fuck with me. Like, I would clean the whole back, and then this one cook, we call him Snaggle because he had one tooth.
I'm sure he loved being called Snaggle.
Oh, well, he started it. This little Mexican guy, Sharky.
Okay.
Sharky Tooth.
Sharky is way better. I love Sharky.
Sharky's better, right?
Sharky's a way better name.
They were all friends or related, and they had these tricked out pickups.
Right.
Like the ones that would go up.
The lowrider ones.
The
too.
systems.
Yeah.
I remember
It's like
I cleaned.
Fast and the Furious times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember cleaning the whole kitchen, and I go back there. There's marinara sauce like all over the white thing, and I look at him. He's like,
Yeah.
Stag was just looking at me like,
Pressing on his own tooth.
he's like, psst, and he did it again, and then walked away. I was like, you fuck. But they would beat my ass. There was too many of them.
Cool.
Yeah, they play soccer on their lunch breaks. I want to stab the ball.
You should have.
I didn't. It was just all things in your head that you don't do.
I do that sometimes where like something will happen and I regret how I acted and I'll be like, this is what I should have done. Just all day. Just thinking about like, I should have fucking told that person off.
Yeah, I should have like shit in his car seat.
Yeah. But in reality, you just did nothing at all. Like
No, I told my dad. I just went home and cried.
Yeah.
And he didn't care. He's just like, when's Erica and Monica coming over?
Bring him over here. Bring him over here. Ooh, I got a good prank one. Well, is it a good prank one? I don't know if it's a good prank. There was this coach I didn't like in high school.
Okay.
And his name was
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't like him, and he didn't like me. So I was on the basketball team. He was my coach for a while. Then, I quit, and he was still on the basketball team. So I thought it would be fun to just, like, fuck with him one night because no one liked him. I'm sorry. I told you that. No one really liked the guy, so it was, like, very fun to pick on him. So I did an appreciation night, like a should we bleep his name? Probably.
No, fuck him.
Yeah. I did a appreciation night. I was 17 years old. I made a giant banner that went across like the whole thing, and like there was a basketball game that night, and so it was all up there and said, you know, like, we appreciate. I made all these popsicle stick things with a picture of a cutout of his head, and like handed them out. I made like 200 of them, and I handed them out to everybody that came to the game, so everybody could stick up a face that looks like his face. And then I was like going to school for radio and TV, so I was like friends with the people at the radio station, and so they let me do like an on-air interview, and be like, yeah, we just think he's the best coach. He's the best coach. We were like 2-11 at the time. Like, he just knows so much. He's just such a good guy. And then I tried to present him with this trophy that was this big, and he threw it on the ground and got mad in front of everyone.
Wait, so during the game, did it happen? Everyone had his face?
Yeah.
While he was coaching?
Little kids were doing it. And then I guess the next day in practice, one of the other coaches did it. Like, he turned
Those
around.
became like a thing.
Yeah.
Like at weddings, everyone does that.
Yeah. Well, I did it in 2003. Because I'm a genius. Ugh. It sucks to say those things out loud.
That you're a genius?
No, 2003.
Oh.
No, the genius shit still works. It's still good.
Okay, Kanye. So let's get to the news.
Yeah, calm Kanye. Should we get to the news?
Yeah.
It's time for news with Baubak and Kyle. Here's your hosts, Baubak and Kyle.
I'm Baubak. Some news.
That was so crazy, dude.
I didn't know that was happening.
All right, so I was surfing the net last night. I saw a couple.
Dude, I love it when you talk like this.
The net, yeah. I was
Yeah.
surfing the net, and
Yeah,
I
was
saw
surfing the net.
I saw some stuff that made me laugh out loud. One of them was a Kim Jong-Un impersonator went to the Prime Minister of Australia's campaign event, and he showed up, and he just started talking. Like, how do you get past security?
Yeah.
He got past the, like, whatever would be Australia's Secret Service, and he looked just like Kim Jong-Un.
It's just a single boomerang on the ground.
He like just Kim Jong-Un.
Damn, they just let him go, huh?
They just let him go because he had like fake bodyguards. Like,
That's awesome.
I thought it was hilarious. But how do you get past the security?
And why, even if he was him, why would they let him? Even more so if he was him.
One of the biggest
Why?
like threats
Yeah.
to nuclear war
Oh,
in
no.
the world.
It's cool. It's one of the biggest.
It's cool. He's running Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
Bring him
yeah.
in, dude.
Oh yeah, you'll bring him in.
Bring it in. Dennis Rodman might show up. So I guess he ended up just going and speaking. Like he got a hold of a microphone or something, and he said, "I support the Communist Party." And Gladys, how do you say that, Kyle? Gladys Liu is a communist candidate for Australia. And then he was interrupted by Morrison, which is one of the prime minister's aides. Here's what Morrison said, which is the best. "Excuse me, you're going to have to leave. This is the most offensive thing I have seen in a campaign."
Yeah, wait
It's
till
not.
wait till we get nuclear war.
Yeah, it's not that offensive. Like,
It's more funny
You're
than
in
offensive.
politics.
Yeah.
Like, things have been way worse.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, we can't say that on air.
I could.
So that was my funny news story that I thought was, I also watched
you should hire that guy, the impersonator, to come to your bar.
the Kim Jong-Un guy.
Yeah,
That would be funny just to
that
have
would be
him.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah, like really good impersonators of like all of the worst dictators. But
or just get impersonators, start sending them into your bar. That way, people are like, "Damn, is that fucking
Kim
who is that
Jong-Un.
guy? Is that Osama bin Laden?"
Well, Osama bin Laden's dead.
That's what you think. That's what the government wants you to think.
Oh, are you a truther? What's next? You at night you look for UFOs?
Yeah, UFOs are real. The government said UFOs are real.
It's like a 1,000-page document that you can't even read.
I could read it if I
They're
wanted
just saying
to.
unidentified objects are
Yeah.
in the air. You think
No.
aliens are real?
Maybe.
I do too.
I kind
I
of.
think we're fucked.
I don't think they'll fuck with us though.
I hope not.
How do you think you can kill an alien?
By fucking him.
Like, that'd be so funny. You have to get out. You're like, sorry, you can't get hard though. You're like, sorry, this doesn't usually happen.
No, because E.T.'s.
Sorry.
Do you remember
Literally, I
E.T.'s
get hard
finger?
just fine. Yeah,
E.T.'s
that's
finger
what my
was
dick-
so powerful.
That's what my dick
He
looks
could make
like
it hard
after,
though,
like,
just by the
6
touch. Oh my God, this is the most immature podcast
This is a
in
good
America.
podcast.
It is actually. It
Yeah.
is. I watched a movie.
What'd you watch?
I watched a documentary yesterday as I was stuffing my face. Can you watch TV without just overeating? I can't.
No. I only am capable. And I don't even like attempt to have like a sit down meal anymore. So always just like, well, time to take my food over to the TV place.
100%. Yeah. When was it? I mean, the last sit down meal was with my parents. Like,
Yeah.
Or if you're in a restaurant, there's no other way.
And even then, I'm like, do you guys have a TV here?
So
Can you bring it over to my table.
there was this. I was going through Netflix, and I had a top 10 trending or whatever.
Yeah.
I saw this thing, and it was interesting to me because it's a documentary, but they didn't film it like a documentary because they had real actors. So they said these are real life things that happen, and these are actors describing the experience. It's about a doctor named Dr. Klein in Indiana. He was a fertility doctor, okay? So women who couldn't get pregnant would go to him and discuss their fertility, or like men and women couples. A lot of married couples would go to him in Indiana. It turns out when he said that there were these different donors that were usually medical students. They have to check for pre-existing conditions, so you don't inherit any bad conditions.
Yeah.
And
What could be some of the bad conditions?
autoimmune disease, diabetes. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fucking doctor. So the name of the film is called Our Father. Dude, guess what the guy was doing?
He was pumping all those girls full of his own kerm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
You gotta be a creep to work a job like that.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
They said he would go. So he basically would go in the bathroom. He'd slap his slinky while the woman is waiting there for like her exam.
Yeah.
He'd do it in a test tube, and he would inject his sperm into them.
She'd be like, it's still warm. How did the sample remain
actually,
warm?
if you saw it, it has to be warm. So you have to keep it in body temperature.
Oh.
His nurse was saying that his nurse and his partner had no idea. So he would do it when they weren't there.
Yeah.
Because she said when they would get the sperm from other donors, the way she would travel it to the lab was putting it in her bra to keep it warm. Because the sperm has to stay warm or it dies.
Okay.
Which I didn't know that.
That's kind of-
So if you pull out and you're worried about getting a girl pregnant, just start blowing.
Oh,
To
try
cool
and
it
get
off, like hot food.
You know what? Or I could get like some. I could get some. You bring like a cup of ice and just pour it.
She's like, what are you doing? Man? I just have to make sure.
Sorry, I'm just not ready to be a dad. I'm only 36. Sorry, I'm just not really sure if I'm ready for the responsibility of being a dad. I'm just in my late 30s.
So moral of the story, when you're having sex, have a cup of ice.
Dump it on a chick. It's ice, not the sperm.
Wait.
Wow. So tell me more about this guy. Tell me more about this doctor.
Dude.
Tell me more about Dr. Cum.
No, Dr. Klein.
That's a better name for it.
First of all, Dr. Klein. He was a man of the church.
Would be a much better name.
He was a man of the church. He was super religious. And Indiana state law didn't have anything to say that was sexual assault or anything. They ended up getting him based on him. They sent out some kind of letter. It was like an affidavit, or I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what it was. But he basically lied. So it was obstruction of justice, saying that he never did that with any of those women. So finally, the prosecutor found something. But one of his daughters, who didn't want to be his daughter, she was using 23andMe in 2014. All of a sudden, it showed that she had 7 sisters and brothers that she didn't know about. So she's the one who cracked the case. They found out, as of when this was filmed, they said during production, 74 siblings so far. They said now it could be in the hundreds.
You know what? If
Guy did no jail time.
we don't send him to jail for it, he should have to pay child support for 74 kids.
But he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Fuck him. Let him just bleed all his assets. He'll be
yeah.
fine.
So it was crazy, and it still is. Like they said, another thing is for sperm donors, which is an interesting fact, that they don't want you to be in the same town or too many of them in the same town because you might have a sibling that you don't know that you could end up dating.
Oh, yeah,
that's bad for like genetic diseases or
that's
whatever.
Bad.
So there's a guy that I found on the internet that I want us to interview if we can get him on the pod.
Okay.
Kyle Gordy, I believe. If we could Google Kyle
Is that Dr.
Gordy
Cum?
sperm donor. Kyle Gordy sperm donor. This dude looks like he's maybe in his early 30s, late 20s. His Instagram is him like boasting about, it's really creepy that he's a sperm donor. Everybody knows it. Over 55 people he's fathered. And then his Instagram has pictures with some of them saying, this is one of my donors'
This
children.
is one of my cum kids.
Yeah. It's like Cum Kids. Dude, you should have a pod called Cum Kids.
Yeah.
Or a cartoon.
Cum kids.
So this dude is like, he's out there in the open. He's not doing what the doctor did, but he's like trying to get into the hundreds.
Why?
Because he doesn't believe in monogamy and he doesn't believe in marriage, which are two great beliefs.
So he's trying to ruin both of them.
No, he's just trying to go out there and like give his sperm. One more news piece that I have, which I found was fucking hilarious. There is a dude who goes to University of Nevada in Las Vegas, and he climbs buildings because he's anti-abortion. He thinks that people should have the children. We just need more adoption agencies. So he must have forgot about the 10 fucking month that the woman has to be pregnant and carry a child where she can't drink, can't do anything that she wants to do with her own body, and has to have the baby.
Has to take time off work. Has to
This guy knows so much about women's bodies. Yeah. But don't worry, he calls himself the pro-life Spider-Man.
Well, hopefully he falls off a building. That would be nice.
Wait,
hold on. He's 22.
And he calls himself the pro-life Spider-Man. He thinks he's doing God's work, and he's climbing buildings.
God.
And he says that every 10 feet, he takes a break. And was breaking down the key to scaling buildings.
I hope he falls. I hope he falls
too.
God. Pro-life Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, he needs a family. I think Nick's got a news story for us.
He'll put it up and we can read it.
Yeah, that's what it says. Producers are terrible.
Yeah. I don't like this.
All right, Kyle, lead with this one.
What? Parents sue their son and daughter-in-law demanding a grandchild or... Fuck. Can this happen?
Dude, this is fucking awesome.
My parents will do this to me.
My parents would do the same thing, I think. Those are not my parents, by the way. You're being
I see
racist.
a little Mambo number 5 in his eyes.
You're being racist.
No. A retired Indian couple is suing their son and daughter-in-law, demanding that they produce a grandchild within a year or pay them $50 million. What do you guys call that?
Rupees. Or which is
that?
equivalent to, well, I'm reading what you're reading, just so you know. It's equivalent to 675,000 US.
Yeah, but explain what rupees are to us that are
That
normal.
would be the currency, I believe, in India. And I'm not even sure.
Would believe?
I have never been to India.
Show me your wallet. What do you got in there? You got any rupees?
I have dollars.
Do you guys...
Sanju.
Oh, okay.
Or no, I'm sorry, Sanjeev.
Damn! You're supposed to make us look good here right now.
Sanjeev Ranjan Prasad, a 61-year-old retirement government officer, said it was an emotional and sensitive issue for him and his wife, and they cannot wait any longer. His son, a pilot, was married 6 years ago. The thing that bothers me is my parents would probably agree with this article.
I know, so would mine. My parents would be like, yeah. My mom at one point told me, you know what? I just hope that at some point you just accidentally get someone knocked up.
Oh yeah, my mom is 100% there.
Yeah.
She said, just make sure you can do well enough to support your baby, but it's time to have a baby. And I said, this is the strangest talk on abortion I've ever heard.
Yeah,
of.
Mom, what if instead of having a baby, I started a podcast? It seems more like the responsibility I can handle.
We want, dude, look at this. We want a grandson or a granddaughter within a year,
Or compensation.
it sounds like a ransom.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like a settlement. This is a ransom.
I want my grandson back.
Like, how awkward are the holidays for them now?
Oh, dude, I would just not show up anymore.
Right, but they probably, in their effort to force their son to have a child, they probably lost their son.
Yeah. Now they're both childless and grandchildless.
They need to be going one of those daytime talk shows. What are the daytime talk shows right now? What's still around? Maury?
Is Maury still on? Yeah? I thought it was like, I think it is. I think that's still on. Is Jerry Springer still on?
Maybe we could talk to the parents. We can get them on the pod.
I believe
Yeah.
Jerry Springer just went off air, or is about to. It's in its final season.
Dude, that's pretty amazing that Jerry was able to have that kind of run.
That's got to be 50 years.
Yeah.
He hangs around Chicago a lot, too. I think he lives here still.
Yeah, he used to live, he was like mayor of like Cincinnati or something like that.
He was a mayor for a while?
Yeah.
Really?
He
And then he
straight up-
started his show again?
No, get this, Chris. Like, before he got elected, he like got caught paying for a hooker with a check.
With another girl, they hired a hooker.
Yeah, he paid for a hooker with a check. And got
With a
caught.
check?
Yeah.
Dude, why is he paying for hookers with checks?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Was it were the Cincinnati
Jerry
funds?
canceled Jerry Springer's court show to end with current third season. Yeah.
Wait, he's an attorney?
He went the Steve Harvey route. Judge Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's got a
How can you be a judge without having a law degree?
Because
Judy, there's a lot.
No, Judge Judy's an attorney.
Judge Joe Brown.
But there's a lot of like celebrity judges now.
Yeah.
Really? So it's just a show, and there's no real court
They
of
just
law.
don't do like, it's not like they're doing like murder cases.
Well, you know what Tupac
It's
said,
like-
right?
What?
Only God can judge me.
Oh. I don't remember him. That's so funny. I don't remember God. Who's that guy? Who else has got a TV show like that? Miley Cyrus is a judge on American Idol.
That's
Damn, that one really fell apart. I was like, oh, Miley Cyrus. Oh, American Idol.
I'm judging you right now.
Well, go ahead. We got plenty of time.
I want to talk about reality shows. What reality shows do you think we need to be on TV right now that aren't out there?
Honestly, I've been watching old Fear Factor just because I'm a big Joe Rogan head.
Okay.
No, I'm not, but it's funny to say that just to make people mad. People really hate that guy. Fear Factor's kind of fun. It's just the problem is it's the same episode over and over again.
What, the jump in the pile of snakes?
They do the same like 3 stunts like every episode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's like, at least for like the first season, it feels like that. Where it's like, the first one is like they'll get like it's like some like kind of athletic thing. The second one they eat something. And then the third one, they have to, like, lay in something. So it'll be like, you'll get drugged by a horse in the first one. And then the second one, you'll get, like, wait, what did I say the second one was?
They lay in something?
Oh, yeah, they'll lay in, like, a thing of rats for 4 minutes.
that'd be awful.
But it's crazy because, like, it's for $50,000 and only one person wins it. And so, like, you think about what that's taxed at. So they're probably getting, like, what, 20?
Yeah, they're probably, depending on the,
$20 or something like that.
I would never.
And just like have rats all over you.
No, rats, spiders, all that. Fear Factor was like one of the scariest TV shows for me because I get grossed out by all that shit.
Just eating like just the most disgusting things you've ever seen too. Like just, would you eat like a penis?
I was about to consider it and start asking, and I was like, no.
They eat a lot of penis on there.
Dude, I did.
And one of them, I haven't seen it yet, but in one of them, they drink like a cup of cum from a donkey.
That's not Fear Factor.
That's an Applebee's
That's
special.
you porn. That's you porn, dude. No, I had an idea for a reality show that I think we we should do. Like, have you ever seen the show Undercover Boss?
Yeah, of course.
I love that show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
And you know, like it's almost a tearjerker every time because it's someone who's an employee who deserves to get a bonus. So I think if you had Undercover Boss, but it was for prostitutes, and their boss was their dad, but they didn't know it, or their client was their dad. So like they come in, you know, they're ready. He opens the hotel door, and it's like, Dad?
What if we just called it Undercover Dad?
Undercover Dad, yeah. See?
I like that idea. Well, what if we disguised him a little bit, and then he took off the disguise in the middle of sex? Look,
Wait.
it's me, your dad.
Yeah, no, you like get to the point where like you don't kiss her, it's your daughter. But you go in the bathroom, you say, hey, I'm going to change, and he takes off his disguise, and she's there like this, and she just looks at you, Dad?
Okay,
That's
I like
the show.
that. Yeah. She's like, Dad? Maybe we should cut that part.
That's a great show. That's a great show.
That
What
is a good
about
show.
what about I Hate My Husband? There
They
are
kinda
no
did that.
shows.
Yeah, no, that's not true. Wife swap.
Wife Swap is different though.
Dude, wife swap's so funny because they just pick people that are like, is it wife swap? Is that what it's called, or family swap?
It's wife swap.
It is wife swap? Okay. These guys knew immediately. They were like, we all fucking know it. We watch it. We love it. They're so mad. I feel like they picked two opposites of families. It would be more fun if they just picked someone that was just a little bit better than the person they were with. That way they're like, you can stay. You want to cheat? Like, let's watch you cheat on
Wait,
TV.
does anyone ever end up staying with the other person when they swap?
I don't think that's an option, right?
Oh.
It's not like...
What Wife Swap sounds like you're on.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it is rupees everywhere.
Rupees is
That's
the
what they're
Indian
called,
currency.
the Indian currency.
All right, let's do the product review.
Why? What are we going to review?
I don't know.
I'm nervous. I always get nervous with these.
Wife Swap.
It's time for the product review.
Dude, it's time to let Nick go. All right.
Is this jazz music or music of farts? Those are your only two. That's your wheel. That's your whole entire wheelhouse.
Okay, so for this product review, we just bought this today at Target.
Really?
We're not gonna explain it. We're just gonna hand it to you, and we're just gonna let
Okay.
you guys add it.
Okay.
This is a double-headed dildo. Like, we know what this is. We've had sex before. Booty bands. Actually, these are kind of nice.
Hold them up to the camera. Let's see it. Yeah, so hopefully you guys stand up and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the point, right?
Okay, well, you looked at me like you're like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Well, I just looked at you like you would want to watch me put on a booty band.
Yeah, I just didn't understand what you guys were doing. I didn't like it.
I'm more concerned with the knife that you're carrying around in your pocket.
What? I'm getting the booty bands out.
Oh, you can't take the hillbilly out of you, that's for sure.
There you go. I think you just wear them on your head.
Yeah, some have a higher.
These are good, though. Have you ever
This
used
is
these before?
sculpt. I have used these before, actually. Not
I've
for
used,
my
like, a
booty,
version
but I've
of-
like seen them in the
On
gym
my
and stuff.
knees, on my,
Yeah,
I would
on
use them on my
my
legs
glutes
and
to
stuff.
work on my glutes.
Yeah. And I have like, I would do like these little exercises that were, I don't know where you put, they were for my back with these things.
Oh, this is a pretty tough one.
Yeah, this is real
Yeah,
tight.
this is.
The one I got at my house is real loose. But so you go like, I would always go like this, fix my back. I'd be like,
Here, let me get it.
I got your spot.
Hold on. There's another one that you can do too. I think you do it. You do it against the chair.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be against the wall for this, but I've seen it.
Oh, I'm kind of tired. Can we do the rest of the pod down
Yeah.
I just listening for 69. Yeah, the podcast got pretty weird. We got booty bands. We'll play jazz and 69 each other.
Let's see those asses. How's it working?
I think pretty good, man.
This is exactly what I needed.
I'm getting toy. Get it right,
You know, women are so good at this.
Yeah.
They're so strong.
Super strong.
If you just do female workouts, you'd be ripped.
That's probably true.
Like, think about what they do. They're like the most difficult workouts.
It is
I've
funny,
done
though.
Pilates. It's super hard.
It's really hard. I accidentally one time went in like an advanced yoga class, and the girl was
Oh
like,
yeah, hot yoga is really hard too.
I was like,
I do it
bad at this.
Hold on. This is getting dangerous.
No, it's not. It'll be fine. Here, let go.
All right, I'm just about had it with these booty bands. We gotta fire our producers.
So, have you ever been on Reddit?
Yeah.
Dude, I went down the Reddit wormhole.
On
And-
what, though? Are we talking into the microphones?
Yeah, talk to the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, I went down the Reddit wormhole, and I just started, because I wanted to, you know how we talk about that I hate my husband?
Yeah.
So I started going, looking up I hate my husband Reddits. And there are some that are, one lady got engaged, and she said, I'm so sick and tired of my fiance cheating on me and my whole family pressuring me that I need to marry him, that I need to get married, that I need to have babies, that I'm done. The wedding's tomorrow. I'm not showing up to the wedding. I'm changing my number, and I'm going to live my best life. And I was reading it. I said, go, girl. You're fucking right.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it, too. I'm sick of my family telling me that I need to get married and have kids. I'm happy.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm happy.
Chris.
I
Yeah.
am happy.
You just cut to 3 hours from now whenever you order like $70 for the Domino's. You're just on your couch like, I am happy. I'm happy. You've tried to kiss a DoorDash driver today?
Well, you are happy for the first 6 minutes when you eat stuff like that.
For me, it goes even longer. It's like
Really?
20. I'm like 20 minutes of bliss.
Yeah, I would say 20 minutes, but then...
And then the cheese starts to like harden
and then you just feel sick.
and your body becomes soft.
Yeah, and everything becomes more difficult for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it sucks.
I love it.
What's your favorite kind of like cheap bad pizza? Like if you're gonna get like something stupid, like if you're like,
Oh, fuck, dude. I'm trying to think.
here,
Like
here,
cheap,
I'll give you
like,
some
so
options.
cheap, like...
I'll give you some
okay,
options.
Okay.
So we're gonna go like major ones, like so like Pizza Hut,
Okay.
Papa John's, Domino's, Little Caesars, like that vein, like a college pizza, basically.
Okay, weird thing. I moved super east 3 years ago.
And tell your address here on the pod.
No.
Okay.
I moved super east, and Domino's does not deliver to my house. So my super bad cheap pizza is Papa John's, but there's a caveat. Caveat?
Caviar.
Caviar. No caviar. Is their chicken tenders.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
They're throwing down on some chicken tendies?
Well, I have to get both.
Yeah, you got
So
it.
I get like their chicken tenders, which I think is really good, and then I'll get their thin, not their hand tossed, their thin crust.
Yeah, that's a secret with most of those places. Get the thin crust. Don't get two pizzas. Get one hand tossed, one thin crust. That way you can prove it to yourself that it's better.
Yes, I get the thin crust, but I get the garlic, the Papa John's garlic sauce, and
Yeah.
I get
You
ranch.
do shots of it.
No, I don't think it's that good. I like
don't
the
like it
extra peppers, the jalapeno. No, what are those?
Red
pepper,
peppers?
pepper,
Red peppers.
peppercini.
Oh, the pepperoncinis. Yeah, yeah.
I
those
asked
are
for.
good.
I always ask for a few extras,
Yeah.
but that is my like guilty
like
chain.
you've done something
chain
wrong.
food.
I'm not eating this in front of it.
Well, another one is Potbelly. Potbelly
Oh.
is sneaky underrated, dude.
It's good, but it's like the last time I was at Potbelly, it was like fucking $16 for a sandwich.
Yeah, it's just blame Joe Biden,
Yeah.
inflation.
Joe Biden.
I mean, just blame anybody. But yeah,
Well, when I
because
was a kid,
every
the
add-on.
sandwiches were $2.
Holy shit! There's a breakfast place by my house. They fucking trick you. So if you want to get an egg white omelet, they have it on the menu. They have these omelets on the menu. But then if you try to add one thing, which on there to build your own omelet is $1. They say you can't add anything to our normal omelets. You have to do to build your own. But then when you do the build your own, your omelet ends up being $6 more.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
annoying. It's eggs.
They're scamming people.
Just learn how to make omelets.
Learn how to have chickens and have your own eggs. That's what you did when you were growing up.
No, we didn't. But I do know a lot of people that do that. They're pretty good.
You do?
Yeah.
Like people by your house or what?
Yeah.
Did you have livestock?
No, we didn't. But, I mean, my dad's like a milk truck driver. Like, he would go to dairy farms
For Oberweis?
and pick up milk. No, Prairie Farms.
So you have a ton of milk in your house.
Not really. We donated
Did your
all
dad
to
know Dr.
charity.
Klein?
Huh?
Did your dad know Dr. Klein?
They were best friends.
So some of those 94 people could be your dad's.
About half. My dad, a guy who's never been anything but nice to me. I'm like, yeah, he's guilty.
All right, guys, we're going to do a media quiz game with our producers, Austin, Nick, and Eamon. I just did not name them in any order of likeness, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because we said Austin first.
Yeah.
And we have a quiz game. We're excited to play, so let's play this shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what it is, I've explained to you both before, but let me explain it again. I'm going to name 2 media franchises. When I say that, I mean like the brand. So if I say Transformers, I mean movies, books, toys, everything.
Okay.
I'm going to name 2 of them. You're going to tell me which one, according to Wikipedia, which one is worth more. You're going to pick one or the other. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Can I edit the Wikipedia article before you?
Yes. Go ahead.
You know, he'd have to go on there and edit it.
I don't want to give. I don't know where my phone's at, actually.
Hopefully it's
Okay.
not on the train.
All right, here's the first one. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Is Dora the Explorer or The Simpsons worth more money?
Oh.
I'm going to say Simpsons.
I'm going to go Simpsons as well.
It is Dora the Explorer.
What?
Dora the Explorer is worth $15.8 billion, and
What?
The Simpsons is worth
15.8 billion with a B?
Dude, the Simpsons have been around for 30
and The
years.
40
Simpsons is worth
even.
15.6
40?
billion.
I
So
don't
it's
know.
about 200 million off.
What's Dora the Explorer?
It's the girl with the book bag that's like for little kids. Man.
They've made money from box office, home video sales, but their most money is from retail and merchandise.
That makes sense.
Oh, so like selling their backpacks and
I
shit
guess
like
that
that.
makes sense.
Damn. Okay.
That'll
Next
sound
next question.
Free to use.
Okay, which one's worth more? Barbie or Transformers?
I'm gonna go. I feel like Barbie probably.
I'm going to go Transformers.
Transformers is correct.
Damn it.
Transformers
I'm 0
is
for
worth
2.
$29.6 billion.
And so what happens if I miss 3 in a row? I have to cut a finger off.
Yes.
You have to drink Dr. Klein's milk.
You have to choke yourself with the booty bait.
Drink his nut milk.
Okay, then Barbie's worth $29.2 billion as well.
That's
So
a
both
lot of money.
Very more money than Baubak. Okay.
Most I assure you all of these are more money than Baubak.
Okay. Which one's worth more, James Bond or Superman?
Superman.
I'm gonna say
DC.
Superman too, because
DC Comics, Superman.
It
It's
is
got-
James Bond.
Motherfucker, I'm 0 for 3 now.
Dude, was Edris James Bond? Or is he going to be the next James Bond? Or what happened?
I don't know if that actually ended up happening. Because didn't they do a girl James Bond for a second?
007, but not James Bond.
Oh, okay.
Like took the
What's the
place of him.
difference?
After he retired, she took his agent number.
Oh.
Yeah, the last James Bond was awesome, actually.
don't think I've ever actually seen a James Bond movie.
I've seen a few of the old ones with my dad, and then the ones with Sean Connery. Those are like my dad's favorite. And then I've seen the one with this new guy who just retired.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
I always confuse him with the guy that was like a singer named Daniel Craig.
Really? Do they look alike at all?
No, not at all.
Oh, so you're just stupid.
But it just sounds like familiar.
Who's Daniel Craig? The
Pretty
singer?
sure.
Next quiz
Daniel
question.
Craig. Is he a singer? Is there a guy named Daniel Craig?
No, there's not.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, which one's worth more, The Muppets or Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
It is The Muppets.
Son of a bitch. Why am I so bad at this?
The Muppets are worth $9.6 billion, and the Jurassic Park's worth $9.4 billion.
Okay, that's almost the same.
Well, we would be so bad at one of those like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire shows.
Yeah.
It would just be Lifeline, Lifeline.
All right, I'm going to take that money, Regis.
4,000. I'm gonna take that.
Are you sure?
Well, Regis is no longer with us.
Oh, yeah. Is he dead? Regis is dead? When did Regis die?
Where have you been living
Who's Daniel
the
Craig?
last
Regis
3
Philbin's
years?
dad.
He is dead. When did he die? Oh, he died during COVID. He was one of the COVID deaths.
I don't know if he had COVID. I think he had.
July 24th, 2020. That's COVID time.
I know, but I don't know if he died of COVID.
I
I think he died because he was 105.
no. He counted as a COVID death.
He did have a long stretch where he just wouldn't die.
Yeah. And then they would still make him like stay up till
No,
midnight
Larry King was
and do
more.
Yeah, but Larry King rocks. Larry King rules.
He was. I liked Larry King too.
Yeah.
Wait, he died, right?
He's a cool old guy. Yeah, he just died. But he died in like the last 6 months, right? Who else
Yeah.
is dead? Who's your favorite? If you could bring back one dead celebrity, who would it be?
Kobe.
Okay.
How about you?
Probably Regis, honestly.
You didn't even know if he was alive or dead.
Yeah, but I just found out. I'm hurting.
Do you want some time to mourn?
I'd like a little bit, yeah.
Do you need a lifeline?
I need a lifeline.
I think he did.
He ran out of lifelines. I don't know. I would do Regis.
If you could eat one food at all times and never get fat from it, what would be that food?
probably,
Never gain weight
probably
from it.
pizza or chicken tenders
But you
baby
okay,
food.
so you don't gain weight
or
from
steak.
it.
I don't know. Steak
Okay.
would be good.
Here's the rub.
Oh,
You don't gain weight from it, but you still feel the fullness and the sickness from eating the junk
The
food.
bloatedness?
Do I get like heart disease still?
No, there are no long-term conditions. It's just the uncomfortability that you feel where like you might have to take a shit, everything. You still have that, but it's empty calories.
I think I'm just doing different versions of steak every day then.
Okay.
Steak burritos, steak sandwiches,
I'm doing
steak
McChickens.
tacos. You're doing McChicken? McChicken. Like you're not even like, I'll do a Popeye's chicken sandwich. You're like, I want McChickens.
I think McChickens are one of the most delicious sandwiches ever, and they are probably the most poisonous things out there.
I saw this thing on TikTok that was like, some guy looking under fast food, like under a microscope to see what's in it. And the McChickens.
You don't want
were
to see
wild.
those.
Yeah, I had to turn that shit off because I was like, he started talking about Wendy's, and I was like, I don't need you ruining my favorite restaurant, sir.
Yeah, Wendy's is fucking
I'd like to take a
unbelievable.
lady here one day.
Yeah.
So. Maybe we don't go talking a lot of shit about Wendy's.
Yeah. It would be awesome to be on the Undercover Boss show, and then once she says, Dad, the prostitute, then you say, okay, honey, we'll go to Wendy's.
Yeah, and you both get chili.
I love the Wendy's chili.
You know they make it out of day-old hamburgers? Like the meats, the hamburger.
Those
that didn't get
hamburgers
sold
are
from
already
the day.
years old, and now they're day old.
Yeah, now they're day-old.
That's disgusting.
Is that disgusting? I thought that was fine. That seemed fine to me.
Yeah, like the leftover, cross-utilization in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's fine. Let a couple different cooks spit on it, touch it.
Yeah, those people, I think, spit and stuff.
I think you just got to be nice. It always blows my mind whenever you go through a drive-through with someone and they're fucking like rude to people. I'm like, we can't even see them. Like, what are you doing? You're going to get our food spit in.
Yeah. Oh, when you're rude, when you're the customer being
Yeah.
rude. Yeah, that's
like, just a hand down their pants, touch your fries.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Are you rude ever? I can see you being never rude because you're a nice boy.
I'm not really. I'm not even like rude at restaurants, but sometimes when things are going so poorly, there's two things. You can have like someone who you know is just having a bad day, and you pretty much feel for them.
Yeah, of course.
Then you know people who are just negligent,
And don't give a fuck.
and I'm just unhappy.
Yeah.
And if you screw up the entire order, you should not be charging people still for that order.
Yeah.
Like, the manager needs to come out and just say, hey, I'm sorry.
Comes out to your car and says,
Oh, speaking of theft, when I was in college the first 2 years, we did steal a lot from the McDonald's. We used to call in their complaint log and just say, hey, I was missing 4 McChickens.
you should do that.
And we would go get the McChickens the next day.
Nuh-uh. They
Yeah,
give you,
she'd
coupons?
say, what's your name? And then you'd say your name. And she'd say, okay, just
She'd
stop
go,
by.
"What's
We'll
your
have the order
McDonald's?
ready.
And what's your McDonald's?
Oh, yeah, we attributed for 2 years to their having poor
Bottom
costs.
line getting fucked.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's
But
like
it's
$1
McDonald's.
billion. Yeah, who gives a shit? Do you ever eat a Burger King? I feel like that's the one where I'm like, I'm an adult.
Their spicy chicken tenders are fucking good, dude.
Really? Because I never ate. I haven't ate there in like a decade. I don't think.
The
Austin's
Whopper?
shaking his head. No. I used to.
The
no,
Whopper?
Mine was like I think I liked the BK Stacker. I think that's what I was into.
The BK what?
Stacker.
Sounds. No,
You wouldn't
That sounds
get
like a
it.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Well, it's probably too tough for you. You wouldn't be able to handle a Stacker.
I wouldn't.
You're not built for Stacker.
Dude, the
handling.
double Whopper with cheese and bacon might be one of the best sandwiches of all time.
Really?
Because you can taste the char. Now, later, you probably find that that's just fake.
We should do an episode where we just
Eat fast
get a
food?
bunch of fast food and just taste
That's going to be a
different.
really sad episode, but I
Who
totally
cares?
agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do one more quiz question.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, this is for the redemption.
Okay.
Which one's worth more here? Is it The Big Bang Theory or Friends, the show?
Boy, I mean, this is really like
Yeah, Austin,
putting a gun up to my two least favorite people in the world's head. And being like, I'm going to kill one of them. And I'm like, why don't you just pull the trigger on both? Who gives a shit? I don't like these people. I'm going to say Friends. But Young Sheldon is probably coming right up there.
It is The Big Bang Theory by a couple billion.
Wow, okay, 05. 0 for 5. 0 for 5. And so what now? I have to kill myself after this show?
You have to eat the double Whopper with cheese and bacon.
I don't want. I have stuff to do.
You
I
have
can't
to-
lay down today. I can't lay down for the rest of the day.
Yeah, if we do that show where we eat a bunch of food,
Let's do it
has
from
to,
your bed.
yeah, it has to be
Let's
in
film
my
in
house
your
on a
bed.
Sunday, and then you have to sleep over. Well, actually, no, 2 grown men after
What?
that kind of food sleeping over, it's gonna be a bad situation.
It'll be cool.
All right,
Yeah.
are you asking me to have a sleepover? Let's not tell our parents.
Sleepovers.
Let's not tell our parents.
Yeah. I'll call my mom and be like, can Bader stay over? And
At
she's
this
like,
age-
you're 36.
Yeah, at this age, we're afraid to tell our parents
It's
stuff like
your
that.
house.
It never goes away. It
Yeah.
never goes away.
What did we learn today, Chris?
Well,
Baubak. What should I call you? Baubak? Baubak.
Baubak, please.
Baubak.
We learned about fast food. We learned about dictator impersonators are fucking hilarious.
That's so funny, dude. You gotta start sending in impersonators. And
I'm gonna be the Shah of Iran and go places.
You have to start getting impersonators for your club, and
Just have them just come in.
just have them come in.
If you buy a certain package,
Yeah.
you get Kim Jong-Un,
Like
or
you can't
or
go
you get
too wild with it. Like you can't go like Ryan Seacrest, but you could get
No.
like just people who are like,
We learned that jazz can age us,
Yeah.
and we're not super into it, but we're considering it. We learned that we like food,
Yeah.
and we already knew that we love food, and now we're probably both very hungry. And
I am kind of hungry now. Although I ate all day yesterday.
oh, I don't want to talk about what I did yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah.
wasn't good. Wasn't good.
Really put the hurt on.
My dessert, let's just say, was another sandwich. That's not dessert. It's called an eating disorder.
I've been still on my ice cream kick too. I've been still on my. You know what? Today's the day I deserve ice cream.
Every day.
I woke up today. I deserve ice cream.
Every day you deserve it, but it doesn't mean it's good for you.
I know.
It's like slapping your slinky.
You're not supposed to do that every day.
I don't know. Got to keep that prostate moving at this age.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid cancer.
All right. I'm Kyle Scanlon,
And I'm a Baubak.
and this has been Baubak.
Oh.
Thanks for watching.
Listen. Let's say the word together. Listen.
Thanks for watching. Listen to more episode of the Baubak Podcast wherever podcasts are found, or watch the video version on YouTube.
Follow us on
social media
on social
at
media.
I am Baubak. See ya.
Give me one more quiz. give me one more. I gotta redeem myself.
Okay. Which one's better? Or which one's worth more?
Which
okay?
one's better?
G.I. Joe or Terminator?
Terminator.
I'm going G.I. Joe.
It is G.I. Joe. Good job, Kyle! Fuck you!